Hey, back again in time for another multi-game video. And what are we doing this time? Well, it's going to be about SCP. If you don't know what SCP is, it's basically an online collaborative fiction project about spooky monsters as they're described by the SCP Foundation, which has captured them, and they're describing the spooky things that they do. There's going to be a link down there to where you can read all of the stories of each of these things, and I think all of these games are going to be based on mostly on a specific one. A couple of them might be sort of general SCP games. This first one is called A Hole to Another Place, SCP-1437. It's by Devi Games. I might be saying that right, or I might not be. I would have been talking over the title screen, but I opened it so I could talk over it, and there was some voice acting that started. So here's me telling you about it. Now let's go. You gotta speak up, dude. Your voice is too deep for that. SCP-1437 is an endless hole, by the way. I can only guess what the test is. Let's do it. Am I supposed to... Should I be trying to land on something? Oh, like that? Nope. Or this. Can I turn down the music? I'm looking for a screwdriver. Thanks, person.
You've reached the helpline. If you're looking for a screwdriver, you should probably check around the pipe area. There's a house there.
Pipe area. That's why it was so quiet. Because I was not next to it. Something weird is happening right there. Alright. Oh, that looks like a pipe area. Oh. Hey. This is the pipe area, huh? Alright. Found it. Gravity is... Shouldn't it be more effective towards the center of the Earth? I think. That would make sense, right? But I am floating like Mary Poppins. Oop. Oh, hello. Who are you? SCP-617. What's that? SCP-617 has the appearance of a large granite rock, except that it possesses a zipper in its side that is fully operational. Spoiler alert, what happens when I unzip it? Let's see if we can find this zipper on the side. That's not a zipper. This looks like, okay. Hey, a flashlight. Isn't that exciting? A screwdriver. Well, I don't know what to do with it. I guess I go down. Broken spigot. How do I use my screwdriver to fix this spigot? Not like that. Lock the door. I don't have a key. All I have is a screwdriver. Push him. Nope. 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 Yeah. Okay. Who's there? I can't see. I've lost my face. That looks like a face. Is it? I don't know. What's that? Where's your face at? Explosive fuel. Oh boy. What are we using that for? Weird that everything is sideways. Oh, it's safe. How do I use my explosives to get into the safe? Yeah, like everything is sideways, like it's really a tunnel that we're walking down. So we're falling. Right? I don't know.
In the box, you'll find explosives. There's some sort of rock golem guy. Yeah, you should look for him.
I found him. He just doesn't have his face.
In the box, you'll find explosives. There's some sort of rock golem guy.
Oh. I definitely went in here before, right? This artifact comes from imaginary. What? I wonder if it works on living stone. Which one? The screwdriver or the explosives? Doesn't matter. I don't know how to use either of them. How did that open? I don't know.
Well, you've got a wrench and a bolt now. So, obviously, you've got to fix something. It's on a tank.
I haven't done any of these things. Give me my prized possession. Thank you. For the wrench. Where was that ice? I was supposed to get a bolt from that. Ah. Bolts. Hooray. So, maybe the broken spigot. Ah. It's still broken. Still a broken spigot. Alright, so I'm gonna go see my phone friend again.
Now, remember where the rock guy was? There's gonna be a pipe around there, and it drops a key.
Oh.
Now, remember where the rock guy was?
Yeah, vaguely. Ah. Rusty golden key. Hey, spooky man. Goodbye. Ah. Perfect. Oh. SCP-074. What's that? Active info hazard. Anomalous organism which uses various quantum properties at a macroscopic scale and in other ways modifies the standard laws of physics. Well, that'll be fun. Okay. Oh. Where'd I go? Hey man. I can't sprint anymore. Still jump though. Oh. We got a buddy. Hey. Hey. Don't mind me. Oh. I'm gonna have to look at the recording when I'm editing it, because it seemed like those phone calls were not happening in the right order or at the right time. He was telling me to do something I already did, but I'm not totally sure on that. SCP-1437, A Hole to Another Place by Debbie Games. I might be saying that right, I might not be. Not bad. Alright, this is SCP-6789, Siren Head. And if you're like me, you might be thinking of mythology right now. With the sirens who would lure sailors to their death. But no. This is about a big humanoid that has sirens for a head. You are a guy named Mike. You live in a small home in a lovely neighborhood. Your wife Sam has been out for 2 hours and should have been back a while ago. The news on TV said to stay in your homes no matter the situation, but cut to static before you could find out why, and you can't find the remote. Continue. I'm getting worried about Sam. I didn't have the normal Unity startup window where you can pick a resolution, but I would have picked bigger than like 480p. Anyway, so I gotta find a remote, or change the channel, or find my wife, or turn on a light. Oh, good thing my door is super bright, but I can't use it. I can jump very high though. I'm gonna hit my head on the ceiling. What is going on? How do I interact with things? Click E, all the old faithfuls. You can tell there's something there, but I don't know what. Oh, can I turn on the light? That would be helpful. So no, of course I can't. How? Alright, let's flip it over to the news. What's that sound? What's that out the window? Why is it pitch black all of a sudden? Oh wow, I'm actually in the game right now. That's what my wife sounds like? Woo! Cool. I don't know, man. I don't know what that was. I should go check outside. Alright. That's the handle. It. Why does it open from that side? Alright, where did the car go? What's that in the sky? Stars! Oh, Mike's body was found on the sidewalk next to his home. The car had been flattened to only 2 inches in height, and his wife, Sam, is believed to be in the car. The ongoing investigation is to determine what could have caused their deaths, with the additional sightings of a very large and distorted figure roaming the neighborhood. A Siren Head short film is in the planning phase. That's it. It exited to the desktop. So I bumbled around in the dark until I found a remote that I never saw, and then I died. That one was by a user called Darascope. This next one is called SCP-087-3 by MC Game, or MC Games. Their logo says Games, but their username is Game. SCP-087 is a staircase. It's a spooky staircase, and -3 usually means that it's some entity that's related with it somehow. So let's do SCP-087-3. See, you are D8452 that discover SCP-087. Your only weapon is a flashlight. Use it and face the fear. This is a long loading screen. Yeah, it's not a loading screen. I'm just in the dark. Press F to use flashlight irregular cookie from the Unity Standard Assets pack. I walk in half steps, like halfway heel to toe, because I certainly wouldn't want to move fast in this situation. I can't sprint. Sort of hobble down these stairs, waving my flashlight willy-nilly like a maniac. This is pretty much what the story of this creature or entity is, I think. It's been a while since I read about it. There was like a much older game based on this, long ago, but it was sort of a stairway that you go down seemingly endlessly until you get to the bottom, and there's a spooky man at the bottom. That's about it. Is the door? I don't know, because my flashlight is on the other side of the door. Okay. Interact? No. Okay. Alright, never mind. Stupid. Sucked. It's the reason why everyone hates jump scares and thinks they're cheap. Jump scares work when they pay off tension that's been built up. Here there was absolutely no tension, there was just boredom. Frankly, I want a medal for getting that far, because that was like 50 flights of stairs that I slowly staggered down just to have a scary face flash on the screen with no context and like no reason for it being there. Just for context, SCP-087-1 is a face with no visible pupils, nostrils, or mouth, which is encountered by every subject that has explored the staircase. So SCP-087-3 is, I guess, made up by the author of this game as an entity that sucks. And wouldn't you just know it, that's not the only SCP-087 game out there. Even recently? No, that's not true. This one is by Mentrillum. It's SCP-087-B. It was, I guess, first published in 2018, but it had a new update recently-ish. This actually is a remake of maybe that old game that I was talking about in the last one. So let's see if this one sucks less.
You are now inside the SCP-087-B. Please proceed with caution.
Okay, guys. You gotta lock your cursors, man. I don't even know if I'll be able to play this, honestly. When you have a Unity game and you have control like this in first person, it's not enough to make the cursor, excuse me, invisible. You have to lock it where it is, because otherwise you turn like this and then your mouse goes onto your second monitor and you click and then you're out of your game. So, let's see what I can do here. If you're unclear on how to do that, there's gonna be some code real quick right here. Like, it's real easy. It's probably not gonna be right here. It'll be somewhere. Trust me.
The radio signal seems to be getting weaker. Keep going.
But stop sprinting. Oh, I have stamina. Okay. These are some very... I'm blanking. What's the opposite of steep?
Radio communication will become impossible after the 6th floor. Good luck.
Very gentle decline on these. That made me jump because I was in the middle of something very sassy. Hey, that looks like actual stairs. Nothing is this dark. Or like, my light only reaches 1 foot in front of me. I could tell you already this is gonna make me jump. So, let's just get it over with. Let's do it. Hit me. Mess me up. Make me cry. Oh. What? What? Calm down, everybody. Ooh, boy. Alright. Alright, alright. Do it. Hurt me. Am I looping? Oh, what the heck? Nope, I want to go up. Certainly not. Oh, man. What? That's not the only thing that can happen in that game because there are screenshots of monsters, enemies, but it took a long time to get to the point where anything happened. Between the mouse lock not working and not being able to see what was directly in front of me, I just don't feel like doing it again. So we're gonna go to the next one, which is spooky because it's abandoned. The last update to this game was in January of 2019, which is almost a year and a half ago now. And at the top of the page it says, "This game is abandoned," with 2 N's, 3 N's in total. That's not how you spell it. Anyway, I wanted to play it anyway because it looks interesting. It's different, because it's procedurally generated survival horror game where you explore the famous pocket dimension of SCP-106. So, let's see what we got. New game. What is SCP-106 real quick? SCP-106 is a spooky elderly humanoid, which can shoot acid at you, and it can also disappear and go into what they call the pocket dimension. So I guess we're inside of that pocket dimension now. It's dark in the pocket dimension, I can tell you that. It's very dark. It's wobbly. It is too dark. I think I fell off of something, but I genuinely can't see anything. Alright, I turned up the brightness on my graphics card. And now I can see. So I was correct. I fell off of something. I can go up. I can't run though. So, out of curiosity, it sure looks like every time if you go forward, there's nothing but inky blackness. Oh, look at that. This does not run great. turning of the mouse is very... you know? And just to go out on a good note, we're gonna do SCP Containment Breach. Everybody's talking about this one. It was actually made by the same guy who made, not the original apparently, but I think the version I was thinking of the Staircase game, back in the day that the second one I just played was inspired by. He also is the main guy working on this. And he's chosen Blitz 3D as the game engine, which I have not heard of since the mid-2000s when I was first getting interested in programming, and that's what I wanted to learn, but I had a Mac, and back then that just wasn't doable. So, just to show you what Blitz 3D looks like, the default resolution is 1280 by 720. I already checked full screen, which was not checked by default, so we're going to do 1080. I guess we can check for updates on launch. It looks like this is not going to be a one video or a part of one video kind of game, so we're going to get started. So, I'm going to be a person who's in a SCP facility that has a containment breach, and I have to try and survive. Name. Ooh, whatever, I'll just use my real name. Okay. Put the paper on the desk. Double-click to view. On behalf of the SCP Foundation and our staff, we welcome you to an exciting one-month working period in one of our top-secret research facilities. Unfortunately, the exact details of your upcoming work assignments are...
I need a request to open up cell 311.
Excuse? Oh, hi.
Got some work for you. Do me a favor and step out of your cell.
I'm a little busy, man. I'm reading
Buddy, I don't have
this
all day.
very long piece of paper.
About this. If you don't step out of the cell, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I only had like 4 seconds to read this, dude. Give me a minute. I gotta use the bathroom
I'm
too.
Disappointed you didn't put up a fuck.
Whoops.
You in the face.
What did I do? Can I not read this anymore? That's garbage. Okay. Alright, so being sassy to the guards does not pay off.
They've got some work for you. Do me a favor.
I'm coming.
Just follow me. Oh, and by the way, we're authorized to kill any disobedient test subjects, so don't be stupid.
Alright. Yeah, this is what Blitz 3D looked like.
Attention, please. Security. Team 7.
Alright, I can shut my eyes with
Please
space.
report to light containment.
That seems like it's gonna be useful.
B4. Immediate.
Dude, can you hurry up? Where are we going?
You've seen any good movies lately?
I'll lead you.
Oh, okay. Oh, what about video games? You know, that reminds me, somebody should make a video.
Where are we going, dude?
Place. Hurry up, they're waiting for you.
Oh, sorry. I'll hurry up. Let's go. Jeez.
Feels kind of shame. Drop by the faculty gymnasium and feel free to participate in the English community badminton on Sundays.
Well, I'm still disappointed I didn't get to punch you in the face, but...
Suck my ass.
Whatever. Oh, and by the way...
Thanks. B-173 is to be kept in a locked container at all times. The personnel must encounter... Nope. Most enter 173's container. No fewer than 3 may enter at any time, and the doors to be relocked. What's this guy all about? Constructed from concrete and rebar. Pieces of Krylon brand spray paint. Not what that looks like. Huh. Interesting. That sounds like fun. Let's go, thanks for giving me that. I'd really like to go check that out. Hey, man.
Attention all Class D personnel. Please enter the
My
containment
Class D?
chamber.
I guess so. Oh, nuts. Hey, dude.
Please approach SCP-173 for testing.
You guys want to go first?
There seems to be a problem with the door control system. The door isn't responding to any of our attempts to close it. So please maintain direct eye contact with SCP-173 and...
Oh.
There seems to be a problem with the door control system. The door isn't responding to any of our attempts to close it. So please maintain direct eye contact with SCP-173.
Yeah, I did. I see you, bud. Hey, lock that shit, alright? Oh, F5 to save. Do I run? I'll run. Where do I run to? Oh. Stop it.
Attention. All personnel report to immediately.
Right. Oh, you bugger. Oh, nuts. Look at. Ooh. Alright, see ya. What? Oh. It's not great. Jesus, what? Alright, so I was supposed to watch that person get shocked by that thing and be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go that way. What's this about? Oh, radio transceiver. Contained in a cell. Creature approximately 2 meters long and thin with 8 pairs of narrow limbs. Hey, that sounds fun. Does that tell me how to avoid it? Flickering movements in the corner of their eyes. Batteries should be used for something. Probably. What's this? 148A. There's a teddy bear. But made entirely out of human ears. Alright. What's that? Key card. Hell yeah. Have one. Have this guy. Oh. Oh, okay. I still have it. That's good. Can't carry any more items. What is it? It's raining out, so hey. You're a nasty looking dude. Guess we'll keep going next time. I'm gonna keep playing this game, but that's it for this one. So that was a bunch of SCP games. This one was really cool. I'm gonna have to do a couple more videos about it, I think. It's an older game engine, obviously, so it doesn't look amazing by today's standards, but it's got that kind of nostalgic feel to it. Even with that low poly look and sort of primitive lighting and everything, it was still really spooky and creepy. It got me right into that environment. I felt like I was right there. So yeah, we're gonna come back to this one. I'm gonna have links to everything as always down below. Follow me on Twitch and on Twitter if you feel like it, and subscribe to me here. Leave me a comment and a like if you want to, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.